everybody. My name is Iryna Wood. I'm your self love and relationship expert. And today, the topic of the day is: should I forgive cheating? I think it's one of the most challenging questions for couples when it comes to this situation. Because from this, as you consciously think, depends your destiny. Should I stay or should I go? In my eyes, in my opinion, I think that forgiveness is a very personal, intimate process. It's deep, serious, and sensitive. And I'm not sure that any person on the planet, whether it's a famous speaker, your a relationship counselor, mother, father, or any kinds of key signature figure for you, should interfere and give you any type of advices. Why? Because at this moment, this person is taking karmic responsibility for your life. If you do believe that destiny is predestined and predetermined, then you should just watch scenario. And the only thing you have to master is your mind and your emotions, how you do react on that type of situation. Because this is your chance, your karmic lesson to get to know yourself better. But if you do believe in the concept that your creator is God, and from life-term decisions is something dependent on this planet from you, then you definitely should act. And you can act in two ways. You can say, you can go, and there are also different scenarios. If you're staying, you can stay and hate the person and have a lot of envy, anger, or hidden emotions, unrecognized emotions that will create further traumas for you, or maybe remind you of the previous traumas and as well create extra wounds in your heart. Or you can liberate yourself from this. You can liberate yourself from the fear of being betrayed again, and you can go with full trust to your husband or wife and decide that it will never happen again in my life because I realize that my partner is loving me and my partner is very loyal, and then was mistake, and this mistake can happen to everybody. Maybe I still do believe in the concept that you're cheating when you're looking for something else, and people can cheat in three situations. Situation number one, when they're not in love yet. Situation number two, when they don't love you. And the situation number three, when they don't love you already. And there is a different scenario when you can leave and you understand that's not your partner anymore and you don't belong there. You don't belong to disloyalty and lack of trust. And that's not your energy. That's not where you want to grow. And the thing is that when you are leaving, sometimes you are not forgiven. Your action is nothing to do with your emotions. So here you have to remember you can leave and think that now you punished your partner and finally they will appreciate you because they lost you. What does it give to you? What is beneficial for your personal destiny? I would say nothing, because it's here we're speaking again about your ego benefits. But when we are talking about your soul benefits, I would say if you're already leaving or you're already staying, whatever is your decision, then forgive. Forgive not for somebody else and not even for your relationship or family unit. Just forgive unity. Just forgive for yourself. Forgive to liberate your soul, to make yourself free from the fear of loss. Make yourself free from the fear of death, because whatever fear you have, sooner or later it comes to the fear of death. Sometimes people think that separation or divorce is a failure. No, failure is to be unhappy. That's the only failure. And even the death, it's not the end of the universe. And even the death, it's not the end of existence and life. Life on this planet, because we go to the different dimension. So cheating is never the primary. When we are thinking about the phenomena of cheating, you can get married, and when you are getting married, you think, okay, I made my choice. That's my lifetime partner, and I want to be loyal to them. And that's your initial idea. Nobody is getting married and thinking, okay, it's a cool girl. Maybe some people do, and she's not that smart. Probably that's going to make good wife and mother, and I will take advantage. That she will sit at home and I will do my trips and I will do cheating on a permanent base. Yes, there are relationships like that. There are relationships when women know that your husband has a lover or vice versa. I tell you more, sometimes in the fantasies of one of the spouses is to be cheated because they're inspired of the competition. It's their guidance power, because like this they can become the better version of yourself. If you don't have this psychological pattern in your subconscious, if cheating is not inspiring element for you, and you want your partner to be there for you fully and physically and emotionally and mentally and sexually, of course, and you want to be with a partner who would be the same way loyal as you are, then you should understand that probably acceptance of cheating is not your way.
Struggling with lack of energy and low self-esteem issues, meanwhile worried about the stigma of visiting a psychologist, or perhaps you don't want to become dependent on one. The good news is that self-work is always an option. Enjoy continuous support from my 24/7 AI avatar counselor, designed to help you embrace self-love and confidence and build healthy relationships with yourself and others. On top of that, Gemini Near Me offers a wide range of powerful tools for self-discovery and personal development, including dream interpretation to unlock your subconscious, affirmations and meditations, motivational quotes, astrology and numerology, manifesting journaling with daily coaching prompts, a digital self-awareness diary, relationship intelligence lectures, plus the opportunity to book a one-on-one session with me, Iryna Wood. Learn to love yourself.
There are circumstances when mostly women are staying in the marriage frames because they have kids, or they are financially dependent, or men understand that they are emotionally dependent on the women. I'm just speaking from my perspective as a counselor, because I had a lot of clients having that type of issues. So I'm speaking from my experience. And when you put circumstances over your true emotion and true desire, believe me, sooner or later there would be a payment for that. So that's why I say, if you decided to stay in this family, in this couple, and you act as you forgive, make it happen. Really, do whatever you want. You need to do breathing exercises. You need to go to the counseling. You need to go to the church, to the temple. You need to pray to Buddha. Do whatever you want, but liberate yourself. Because if you would stay in the relationship when you felt like leaving, and you do it because of physical, materialistic circumstances, and there is no option that your kids is a reason, or your loans is a reason, or because you share the same property is a reason, or because you're financially dependent of this person is a reason, believe there is always would be a spiritual or energetical karmic payment for you, because at this moment you become responsible that you accepted it. So be very honest with yourself, whether you stay or whether you go. The only thing you should remember that cheating is like an anger. Anger is not the primary emotion. So when people say that I was angry and I couldn't deal with that, no, this anger sits somewhere else, and your primary emotions are deeper than that. So the same thing with cheating. Cheating is a result of something. If you're a constant cheater, you can tell me there are people who are players and they just want to have as many women or as many men as possible. They have an issue that they are not ready to go into process of self-knowledge, because in relationships we are growing. In a relationship with one person, we have a chance to get to know ourselves better, because we are going through different like circumstances and sometimes even trials. And that's the way to understand yourself better. How would you act? How would you accept things? How would you react on the other person's behavior? And if you're just a sprinter going from one relationship to the others, or you do it for a sexual reason, believe me, there is something in yourself that you have really to deal with, because it's a fear of relationship. It's a fear of being yourself. It's a fear of something serious, something honest, something truthful, something deep. And these people, they're suffering. They consciously thinking that they're taking advantage of the others, but in reality, they are not. In reality, they're suffering. And usually this trauma is sitting somewhere else, very deep, probably in their childhood. When we are talking about people who did cheat once or twice, or they think they didn't mean it, they did, because cheating is a conscious decision. Yeah, you can tell me I got drunk and I cheated on my wife, or I was overdosed, I was drugged, and that's why I did it. But in reality, I didn't want it. Unless somebody put that drug before taking drug, you would understand the drug reaction could be different. So don't try to put responsibility on somebody else's shoulders. If you cheated, there was other reason for cheating. Maybe you're looking for something else. And you can tell me that you're very happy with your spouse and 90% of your relationship uh, is perfect. But probably you're concentrating or your brain is concentrating on 10% of lack. And to fulfill this gap, you're going to see some other people. Let's say your wife is a perfect mother, perfect cook, and she's unbelievable host. She's an incredible woman. She's stunning, but she is not satisfying you sexually. She's not doing one thing that is very important for you in bed. So when you're going and you're picking up your lover, you probably don't demand from your lover to be so beautiful, so styling, perfect mother, cook you delicious dishes. You don't care about these parts of yours. You care about her satisfying you in bed in this missing way. That's what happens. That's why it's very important to analyze yourself before to go and jump in somebody else's bed, because you should take a little moment and realize why you're thinking about cheating. And that if you find yourself unhappy in this relationship, you can always build up an honest conversation with your spouse and try to get this, what is missing from your beloved one, from your chosen one. And if you don't get it, or this person doesn't understand what you really want, because maybe you have different values, maybe you have different preferences that were not discussed previously before the marriage or creating the family. So, yes, you can consciously go in different directions in life if you have a lot of disagreement and this is overly important for you. But just to hurt somebody and to hurt yourself, because after so many couples or so many spouses, they come back home and they, oh no, I would like to get this forgiveness and I can do anything. You're punishing yourself in reality. The only person you're punishing by the end of the story is yourself. So, not to break anybody else's heart, not to be broken hearted. First of all, try to build up the conversation with your spouse. Because run away and try to find yourself in some other relationship, it's not giving you that too much. Believe me, karmically, if it's not worked out, it will come back to you and you would need to work out it again. And sometimes you could tell me, oh, I got divorced, I found another one, and she looks differently and she's totally different scenario. Believe me, sooner or later, it will pop up. It could be some kind of hidden circumstances that you didn't see since beginning, and the same type of life experience karmically would hit you again, and you will find yourself at the same situation but at worse conditions. I want to discuss one more type of people who are trying to cheat. Usually not in families, usually while dating, because they are scared to be cheated. They are scared to be hurt. And they think, okay, I'm the wise guy and I will do it first. When you have a fear of distrust and you have trust issues, the best way it to be fixed is go and work out with psychologists, with a trauma therapist, with person that you can trust. Because energy of fear is usually much bigger than energy of your biggest desire. And believe me, if you would carry this fear in the backpack through life with you and drive through life under the influence of your fear, is going to bring you to the realization of this fear. And your very next partner, every single time, will prove you that you were right, just because you created the energy of this atmosphere of distrust. And you will subconsciously attract into your life people who would show you, introduce you to the worst parts of you with a huge lack of self-worth, self-value, a lack of appreciation, and you will see, yeah, I'm not enough. I knew that he or she will cheat on me. I knew that it will happen for me because I'm not enough. I'm not worthy of good, healthy relationship. So go work out on yourself, because this is the best investment in your life you can do for yourself and for your future healthy relationship that I wish to you. Your self-love and relationship experts. And if you need more guidance in your life for your relationship niche, please never hesitate to text me in direct and reach me out. You have my phone number, you have my email, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and my social